Welcome back to the Monster Picker channel. Hey folks, good show. I'm sure many of you have seen this film. We are going to talk about and review and look at the Terminator. Oh my gosh, look at this. The VHS release by Hemdale.
Oh man.
How cool, huh?
And the DVD by Orion.
Yes, good stuff. We watched the DVD last night. This was the first time you saw this film, huh?
Yeah, I thought I'd seen it before, but I guess I saw a different one.
I haven't seen this movie. It's probably been, I don't know, maybe 25, 30 years. So it was, I mean, I knew it was going to happen, but it was kind of like seeing it for the first time again. I wasn't even really sure what to expect. So, what's this movie about?
Why are you asking me? You saw it. So. It's about a robot coming from the future to take out the leader of a resistant anti-robot movement. Her name is Sarah Connor, and Schwarzenegger, who plays the Terminator, comes back from the future to take her out. And there's also a guy from the future who's part of the resistance that comes to save her. Protect her from.
Protect her. His mission is to see to it that she's protected and that she can train them and stuff for the rebellion or whatever in the future, right? Mm-hmm. I guess when the machines take over. I mean, we're kind of there with AI, folks. Here it is. And Arnold Schwarzenegger, who really wasn't a household name at this time. This is 1984. He's the Terminator. He's very menacing. Yeah, a cool film. Mm-hmm. But you know what? I don't know the actor's name, but Kyle is the good guy that comes back to protect her.
Yes.
He also had another mission. I don't know if he was aware of it, but I don't know. Maybe he was aware of it. I don't know. It wasn't just to protect her, but it was also to protect and to torque. So he torqued her and protected her.
And that reminds me, actually, I don't think she was the head of the resistance. She gave birth to the head of the resistance.
That's right.
Sean Connor. And you don't ever see him in the movie. Not in the first one.
No. You mean... What do we like about this film? I like the story. It's very linear, and it just moves right along. But then, like the first 10 minutes of the film, interesting things are happening. There's action. I really like the soundtrack. It's like great music. Movies today. There's a lot of movies. The music just sucks. The overall look of the film. It's got like that 70s, early 80s look. It looks like film, and the women are pretty in the film. Yeah, and the story is really easy to follow along with. Here's the good guy, here's the bad guy, and the acting is good. It's competent,
Yeah. The guy, Kyle, who had to protect Sarah, he kind of looks like Jesse from Breaking Bad.
Yeah, he does. Maybe a little better looking, but yeah. And plus he was in shape. Jesse was like a little skinny, chicken. But good actor. Schwarzenegger is huge in this film. I mean, he is so buffed. The first scene, he's nude. He's like walking down. I'm like, look at that giant. What is that giant thing? This big thing. It's like floating across it. Wow. Like, that's the Sperminator. I mean, the Terminator. So, ladies, he's got a nude scene, So, you can kind of see it. He's like walking from behind, but you can see that big thing dangling in the shadow. Whoa. Anyways, and he has to steal clothing from these punks, this gang, right? Yeah. And one of the punks is Bill Paxton. I forgot about that. And that was pretty neat seeing Bill Paxton again. Forgot all about that.
What I liked, there was always something going on. There's a lot of action in it. Schwarzenegger's really cool. He didn't talk much. in this, did he?
No.
But he did well. Had a good story, good solid story. It was very clear everything that was going on.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't drag. Weren't confused, and I enjoyed it.
So what did we not like about this film? What did you know? Is there anything you didn't like about the film?
Well, it was a little weird looking whenever they used the animatronic.
Come back over here.
It was weird. They were using
It was like a mask. It looked kind of strange.
Yeah, they were using the puppet, and you could, in order to have his fake red eye underneath, they had a robot, and that was a little strange to look at. He was also weird looking when he didn't have any eyebrows for a few minutes.
Yeah, it looked a little strange. You could tell Arnold Schwarzenegger had some kind of where there was like a mask on a robot, right? Mm-hmm. And the special effects, this was done by Stan Winston, who's a legend in the industry. Now, look, folks, this is 40 years old, this film. So, it did look a little dated. You know, I'll say that. It did look a little dated. And, like when the stop motion animatronics, or not animatronics, what do they call it? You know what I'm talking about, the stop motion special effects when Arnold Schwarzenegger, the robots, the Terminator's moving like this, going at them. It's like, this looks, It wasn't a deal breaker. I'm just pointing that out. It has aged. It's showing some wrinkles now. So, and I know what that's like. So,
I will say another thing. Maybe the story is not as good as I originally thought. What makes sense more than what their objective was in this movie? To go back and save the person who's going to make the leader of the resistance? What makes more sense to go back and do?
What do you mean?
Stop the robots from being made to where the resistance isn't needed and the world's not destroyed in the first place? Doesn't that make more sense?
Well, I guess they just created that machine, and the time machine or whatever they were using to come back to the past, to 1984, and they knew that this one robot was going to come back and kill Sarah Connor, so they had to prevent that from happening, and possibly that one guy had to, pork her and impregnate her. So
that's not what I said, though.
You're saying that maybe they weren't the ones who controlled that machine. Could have been the bad guys in control of that machine to send people to the past. They just were able to jump into it also.
Well, it didn't explicitly say that.
No. I mean,
We know that all we know is that they used it and destroyed it on the other side after the...
Yeah, they were the last ones, right?
Yeah.
That could do that. Until part 2, I guess. Terminator 2.
Maybe
and
they
3 and 4 and 5 and 6.
Maybe they explain that.
All right.
But that's what I would do. If I had control over the time machine, I would.
Sure.
I would keep from needing it.
Well. So overall, on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the best, what would you give this film? What do you give The Terminator?
I'll give it a 3.5.
3.5, not bad.
It was good. I liked it.
Not bad, I've given this movie some thought. I've thought about this. And I gotta go with, 40 years old, such a big, iconic film, but I gotta grade this, and, it's from the lens of today. And I am going to give this film a 4. A solid 4. I really enjoyed this film. I really like this film, and directed by James Cameron. He did a great job with this film. I hope he did other things. It seems like he really knew what he was doing.
And, it's been a while since that movie came out, but it's never too late.
Yeah, I mean, look, who knows? Could be making pizza somewhere. Who knows? Just kidding, folks. Just kidding. James Cameron. This might be his first film. What a way to begin. Out of the gate. doing Terminator, and not just making his career, but Schwarzenegger's as well. So yeah, that's it.
Wait, he's somebody?
I hope you got something out of this. I hope you liked our review. Tell us in the comments what you think of the film, and maybe there's something else you'd like us to review. Just top of my head. I mean, we watched RoboCop.
Yeah.
We watched Terminator and Judge Dredd. Who would win in a fight between Judge Dredd, RoboCop, and Terminator? Who's going to win the steel cage battle between those three monsters?
That's probably a video in and of itself.
Probably. So let us know if you want us to do the breakdown. Maybe we'll do that one.
Or don't, and maybe it'll happen anyways.
Anything else you want to add?
No.
Well, thank you for doing this with me, and thank you for watching. I mean, you wanted to say hello. And stay safe.
Okay, you can put me down now. Hello?